everyone. It's a beautiful Saturday morning, so I have time enough that I am going to style my hair today. I have like one look and one look only, and I do get compliments on it from time to time. I will call it my signature look at this point, just because I've been doing this for like over 4 years at this point. People ask me if I get blowouts or have a Dyson hair wrap, and none of that is the case, y'all. I am not like an over-the-top into hair. I just have my one look, and at this point I feel like I do it well, and more than that, I do it really efficiently. I think this whole like hairdo that lasts me 2 or 3 days, it only takes me like less than 20 minutes. So all you need is a little hair straightener. I swear to God, y'all, this is straightener curls I'm about to show you, just done in a nice way, and that's all. So don't come at me. I am out of heat protectant spray, but if you had some, this would be when you would go ahead and spray it now. I understand I'm damaging my hair a little bit, but I also don't dye my hair, and this style lasts me a few days, so I have since justified doing it anyway without my heat protectant spray. So like I said, I'm not very fancy, and I'm not going to do a lot of the steps that all the hair curlers are going to tell you. I'm not going to go out and section my hair more than just this. I just leave it in front of myself like this. And as y'all can see, I washed it last night and slept on it funny, and so I've got like all those funny bumps from it being thrown up in a bun on the top of my head, and that's where I'm trying to now kind of make something happen with this look. So hair straightener, hair brushed so it's at least somewhat tame, and I'm gonna look funny for a little bit because I keep my front pieces for last, so I just kind of work around them. Again, I'm not really sectioning them or pinning them apart. This is my everyday, so I really just kind of dive in, y'all. So I take my hair, I take my straightener from the root or a little bit farther and do a full spin with it, bringing the hair down. Okay, something I think helps is when I start to pull halfway down so that the bottom can get this nice little curl. And that's just one, while my straightener's heating up to 390. And this section of hair I kind of throw behind me, so as I curl them, I move them forward. And that's pretty much as much sectioning as I really do on my hair. So you'll see, same deal. I grab the piece of hair, curl the straightener under, pulling from the center, get a little flouncy little curl right there. I'm not like pinning up these curls, y'all, and letting them just, you know, cool down on my head pinned up. Of course, if your hair needs that, or you're like really trying to do this for a special event, I mean, that's the way that is like professional and nice and seriously should be done. But like I said, this is my everyday, and this is how I actually manage doing it every day. So I just messed up there and I ran my straightener through it, and so I picked it back up again in the middle, and I'm doing the same dealio to the end. I'm just letting it fall. Honestly, for my hair, I feel like it really kind of curls up quite a bit at the bottom, and so I don't mind when it falls out a little bit, okay? Like, I think that it almost looks nice when it all kind of falls out together, but that's my opinion, and that's my opinion, so don't come at me for it, okay? Okay, so here I continue to go, and I'm sorry, y'all, for the background noise, but I have one of those bathrooms right now, or at least that's what I'm working in, where you can't turn on the light and the exhaust fan separately. Like, they're just one button. So if I want the light on in here, which I very much do, I have the exhaust fan going in the background. So I don't know if you've ever had a bathroom like that. It's not the fanciest thing in the world, but it is getting us by in the meantime, and I'm thankful and grateful, and I will remain to be that way. So here we keep going, another piece, and you know, I'm not really paying attention to the sizing of my sections. And it's quite the curl, and poop drop. So currently right now I've just got a whole mishmash of little curls. They keep going, and yeah, I'm just I'm just grabbing a chunk with my fingers, a little comb of the fingers through, not even a hairbrush through, because like I said, this is my like quick. This is how I do this quick enough that it doesn't bother me to sit there and do this on like a daily situation, okay? I can do this often, I think for me, because it doesn't take me a million steps, it doesn't take me a million tools, and it doesn't take me a million years to get it done. I'm doing like the underneath the back now. You can see some of those pieces fell out a little bit early. They don't look the best, so I am gonna redo just at the end there. And I'm going a bit slower so it can really like catch and heat up. And there we go, much better that one. So again, I'm gonna show you from the top, from the root, how I do this. I grab it and I fully turn the straightener around, okay? It's like a 180 turn, right? Not a 360. You can see the hair is in it like in a 180 sense. And there she goes. So if you've done straightener curls before, you get it. If you haven't, it might be new, but I've kind of reached the end of this half of my head, so now I've got this half to do. Because again, I don't really use clips or throw this back to section it. I am putting all of the hair now in front of my shoulder because my hair is long enough that I can. And now I'm gonna start curling them and throwing them back behind me. So I'm starting like on the bottom because I don't know, I felt like it. And there's my 180 turn, pulling away from my head and pulling it through the bottom. Kind of little curl, but she'll do because like I said, the point of this is kind of like, to me, I think it gives bouncy blowout in a way. And honestly, it's something that even when I brush it through, it stays for me. If you need a little bit of hairspray through your hair to get it to stay, that's awesome, that's great. I would probably not spray each individual curl unless you really think your hair deeply needs that. I would probably have sprayed this half of my hair when I finished this half, and then I would do this half separately once I finish. But again, I'm just gonna keep going, do a little bit closer there for you all to see. Turned it around, pulling it away from my head, halfway through. I kind of start to pull it. I don't know what it is about pulling it yourself, but I swear, I think it just catches better. Ooh, that one you can kind of see a crease, maybe? I don't love that. I don't love that, so I'm doing it again, and I'm just grabbing from the middle because I liked it to look smooth. I don't like it when there's those little creases from the straightener, so that wasn't the best example, but good thing is, wow, that one really, really caught that time. Now that's a bouncy curl. Throwing it behind me, literally, and moving on. Okay, and keeping it up. Here we go, here we go. Just a wave and a mixture of some tight curls and some just waves. I think it looks nice because my goal here is not to have it be like, oh my god, perfection, like all of the same curls, okay? My goal is to have this kind of like bouncy, somewhat curly, but with a bit of a wave and more just like interesting look. That's what I like. I feel like it makes me look done up in a way that like, okay, I didn't mean to be, but I just am. Like, I wish it was giving more effortless than it does because I wish people knew how, I don't know, little effort it takes me because I'm so used to doing it at this point. And that one, the hair went sideways and kind of moved down and wasn't all in the iron part, so that's why I'm re-grabbing that one to try to keep it straight so that it doesn't slide off sideways. And there's a nice bouncy curl again. I think straightener curls used to be a big thing, like, I don't know, maybe back when I was like in high school or college, and it is just not anymore. The trend missed me when it was here. Truly, it missed me. I was into really, really stick straight hair in those years, and now this is like my favorite look to do. It's my most confident self, and like I said, I'm the girl who I like to look put together. I just do. And there's something about like, even if your makeup isn't done or your outfit, you're wearing sweatpants, but your hair like is done, God, God, it just looks good to me. Like, you just look like that girl. And like I said, this is a hairstyle that I don't even sleep with my hair in any kind of a special way. Hate me if you want, this is what the girls say, but it lasts for me. I'll wake up the next morning and it will still, like, I'll brush it out and it will still have like this nice wave to it. And that's why I continue to do it and why I like it, because it lasts me more than one day. So the next morning, tomorrow, I'll wake up and I'll brush it through, and that's it. Nice, that was nice. That was a fun one. Cool. And you can see I'm getting to the end here, and I'm again trying to keep my like front pieces separated. I know I call them bangs, and then they're like not bangs, they're front pieces or whatever because they've grown out so long. But I do have one of those more like 90 focus haircuts. If you want to know like the haircut where I get the long face framing like bangs, face framing like long layers, that's what I tell my girl at the salon. I've literally been going to the same girl for probably about 4 years now as well. I love her. If you're local to St. Louis, it's Karen over at Boulevard Hair Co. in Webster Groves. I love. And let's see this one. Ooh, she's fun for the front. So I finished essentially what I planned to be like my hair. Now it's time to do these front pieces, the bangs, and I feel like so many people struggle with their front pieces and making it like look nice around their face. I see so many of roller brush back, roller brush forward, blow dry side to side. Like I say, I'm a one tool kind of gal and try to keep this real simple, so I don't do any of that. Take my front piece here that just kind of naturally fell to my front piece. It's all gonna be done with the straightener, y'all. Straighten it from the bottom and I swoop it up and back. Sometimes I give it a little extra curl at the end. And there she is, nice and swoopity in my face, okay? Kinky, flat, swoopity, volume, okay? I'm gonna do this side now. Again, it's not like I've got a ton of volume through here. Truly, I've got some volume sprays, love them. So that's the way I would up this look, like to the extra level, but I'm just doing this for my day. So got my bangs, my front pieces brushed up because I'm going to again take my straightener up and back, and then sometimes I like curl it a little bit at the end. So up, back, and sometimes it gets dramatic and I just pull back. So I'm going in, up, back, and getting it a little bit dramatic with the curl. And yep, got the volume drama in the front. Kind of can shake it out, and I play around with her all day, truly. This is her. Here she is. Sorry, I'm in my robe because I'm still getting ready for my day, and I'll leave this sit for a little bit. Later I'll maybe brush out the ends if I think they're a bit much, but I don't really think they're a bit much right now. I think they're like kind of fine. Like they really are curling, if you ask me. They're doing their whole curl thing, but that's the look. Thanks for watching. Okay, plot twist, y'all. I came back because I decided I'm gonna brush out the ends. You might as well see, okay? Just a little brushy brush, and same thing. Just brushing her out so she looks nice and smooth. And again, the drama of the volume in the front, it was just done with a straightener. My hair is clean right now, so obviously that helps volume. But this is how my hair will be out and about in life, and you can see maybe some more curls over here than there are over here. And I think it's kind of part of the fun of the look. I think it's just part of the vibe, making it look like not perfect, not specific, but just kind of nice, kind of effortless maybe. That's what I think. All right, thanks. Okay, y'all, so after the little hair put together tutorial, I got dressed in a little Amazon outfit my sister-in-law bought for me, and excuse the mess of my house. We are dog sitting. amongst our other baby girl. And here is the hair with the outfits and how she will be all throughout the day. So thanks for watching.